What's up, everyone? This is Nate, and welcome to another Out of the Theater review. This one is going to be for a movie called RENFIELD, so I actually got to see this a couple of days early. It's a Tuesday. I just got home from a screening of it. I'm just going to give you my 2 cents. So, a little backstory. I am a big fan of the Universal classic monster movies. You can probably see them right here. I got them on 4K. I do like Dracula, the original Dracula. I like the character a lot. I've seen many different versions of Dracula, and so when this was announced, I actually had it pretty high up on my list. The trailer gave me some pause because I was like, that doesn't look like what I thought it was going to be based off of the synopsis. But you know what? I was like, you know what? I'm going to give it a chance. I like it. I like Dracula. I like Nicolas Cage okay. I thought Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent was a really good movie last year. I like Nicholas Hoult. Awkwafina, I'd find her hit or miss, but could be funny. So I was like, okay, I'm looking forward to it. To be honest, I enjoyed this movie. I don't know if everyone will enjoy it as much as I did, to be honest. I don't know if it's going to have that mass appeal. It might, but I don't know if it will. I can see some people thinking it's corny because it's a comedy more than anything else. I wouldn't even say it's a horror comedy. It is more like an action comedy. There is a ton of action in this movie. Brutal, bloody, gory violence, exploding bodies, limbs ripped off. It's a lot of CGI blood, yes, but it's comically done, so it works. There's also some really, really good practical makeup effects in this on Nicolas Cage as he's going from one form of Dracula. Of course, no spoilers. As he's going from one form of Dracula to another, there's practical effects along the way. It looks great. There's also a scene during the action scenes where someone gets their face something happens to their face and it looks pretty awesome. So I thought the effects were really good. Over the top, yes, but it fit the storyline they were going with. Nicholas Hoult as Renfield, he was good. I thought he was endearing. He's doesn't want to do the job he has to do anymore, which is, of course, he's basically Dracula's slave. And he wants to have a normal life. And he's been going to this therapy group about people who are in relationships that are very bad for them. And that's a running storyline throughout the movie. In the trailer, they make it look like it's one scene, but it's multiple scenes kind of spread throughout. And I actually like that better. I thought it added a little something to the story. Awkwafina plays a cop. And I'm going to be honest, the trailer does not give away any of the storyline, really. All the trailer shows is that there's some crazy comedy. Nicolas Cage is crazy over the top as Dracula, which I'll get to him in a second. And, that's pretty much it. And that Renfield has powers when he eats bugs and he could jump around and do some fighting. There's a lot more to this story. It's set in New Orleans and it involves a mob and the cops and Dracula and Renfield. And I think they really pull it off, though. I think they did a good job. I had to look up the director after, Chris McKay, and he directed, he was one of co-directors on the original Lego movie. He directed the Lego Batman movie, so I love that movie. If you like that humor, it's pretty rapid, very, very funny. Not very many serious moments in this movie. Yeah, I thought he was great. Now, Nicolas Cage. Let's talk about Nicolas Cage really quick. He is absolutely hamming it up in this movie. And the theater I watched it with reacted pretty well. They laughed at most of what he did. I did chuckle. I wouldn't say I got a lot of belly laughs from Cage, but he definitely is good for the role. I think he looks great as Dracula. They do this thing early on where they kind of make it look like the old 1930s Bela Lugosi movie, except they sub in Nicolas Cage and Nicholas Hoult, which I thought was a cool effect. So I really dug that. And I thought he was really good as Dracula. He leans into it. He's not in it as much as you might think, but he's in it enough. But Nicholas Hoult carries the movie. I thought Awkwafina was funny in this, to be honest. She has a number of scenes that were really funny to me. So I don't know. I thought and on paper, I thought this sounds like a good, cool horror concept. Then I see the trailer and I'm like, that looks goofy as hell. I don't know if I want to see that. And then I watch it and I just thought it was a good comedy with a ton of action that has horror elements because there's Dracula and there's a lot of blood. So I dug it. This is a very me movie, though. I don't know if everyone will love it, but personally, I had a really good time with it. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I thought it was good. Surprisingly, this last 2 months, I've been seeing a lot of stuff that I've enjoyed, and this is right up there. I think this was a really fun movie. if you can just let go of, it not being a straight horror movie, and if you could deal with some gore, I thought it was a funny, action-packed movie, and I enjoyed it a lot. So I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Of course, if you have seen Renfield, let me know in the comments down below what you thought of it, if you liked it, if you hated it, if I'm crazy, or if you agree with me. Of course, don't forget, please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Hit that bell icon. That way you can be notified when we put out new videos. I'll be doing another Out of the Theater review this week for an actual horror movie, I think, The Pope's Exorcist. So that's going to be my next one. Until then, take it easy.